Have you ever wondered what it takes to face adversity head on, to push through challenges and emerge stronger than before? It's all about something called grit. And in this video, we're going to explore how Elden Ring helps us find it within ourselves. Elden Ring provides a daunting world of fantasy and struggle, where players can assume different identities and undertake an extensive range of personal challenges. However, the greatest challenge in gaming has always been to win, to persevere, and to succeed where many others have failed. This is where the concept of grit comes into play. Let's explain how playing Elden Ring encourages game players to dig deeper as they push for success. Grit, in simple terms, is a combination of perseverance and passion. And this combination gives an individual the ability to overcome obstacles and stay focused on long-term goals. The term grit is often used to describe the mental toughness and determination that's required to overcome challenges or achieve these goals. However, it's more than just a buzzword. It's an acronym that stands for goals, resilience, integrity, and tenacity. In the context of Elden Ring, each letter represents a specific trait that players will need to cultivate in order to tackle the game's numerous and diverse obstacles. We aren't talking about the stat points, we're actually talking about the resolve inside the player themselves. Grit entails having the determination to continue working tirelessly towards one's objectives, even when it seems impossible. Developing grit requires consistency over time, deliberate effort, and perseverance, all of which prove essential for achieving success in many other areas of life, not just the way we play video games. Elden Ring is actually founded on a philosophy for difficulty that requires game players to have grit. The game is challenging, to put it lightly, and this requires players to put in a great deal of effort to persevere into the higher levels of gameplay. Players have to overcome various obstacles and develop their strategies to make progress in the game. This is an excellent way to develop grit as players learn to push themselves beyond their limits and work harder and smarter to achieve their goals. But it's not just about defeating enemies and conquering challenges. Elden Ring goes beyond that. It pushes players to their limits, testing their patience, resilience, and determination. It's a game that demands our attention to detail, and in turn, this helps us discover our potential as game players until we decide to notice that this potential translates across our entire person. Also, the game has a unique positive feedback loop that encourages players to persevere. Every time we get stronger as a character, it helps to motivate us to do better and try more difficult challenges. This develops our grit even further, which then helps us overcome harder obstacles, and the loop continues, as long as we're able to find ways to become successful at the next step. Some people might wonder whether developing grit inside a video game can cause people to only possess their best qualities inside their gaming worlds. I know this is a conversation I have with people all the time. The opposite is actually true. In a research study published by the American Journal on Addictions in 2018, grit was found to be a protective factor, meaning that compared to players who watched their life balance fall out of control while they played other video games recklessly, game players with higher scores for grit and the component measures for grit, which are consistency and perseverance, grit actually led to game playing becoming an encouraging improvement in other life areas. How's that for the science of playing Soulsborne games? Elden Ring itself is set in a fantasy realm filled with mythical creatures, dragons, and magic. This setting makes the game exciting and engaging, but it also has a positive impact on the development of grit. The game takes players on an adventure where they can adopt any avatar that they want and start with any role they desire. And if they don't like their first choice, they can always move their stat points around, find new weapons, and become something completely different. This allows players to become more immersed in the game and explore different possibilities as they push towards success. There's a lot to talk about in this area related to avatar psychology, and we can do that in a later video. Now, as we navigate the lands between in Elden Ring, We face daunting boss battles, intricate puzzles, and constant danger. But with each trial we endure, we unlock a newfound strength, both in game and in reality. We learn to adapt, strategize, and persist, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Moreover, the game becomes more complex with each region of the map, and players have to apply different techniques and strategies to get past the obstacles they face. This dynamic environment helps players develop problem-solving skills that are beneficial in the real world. You can't just do the same strategy for every challenge you face in life. You have to adapt to your new surroundings. The experience of problem solving while playing Elden Ring encourages this thought process in players, helping them become more analytical and critical thinkers, and this goes with them outside the game, fostering continuous improvement in both the game and in real life. The value of a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset is paramount in all of this, both as a game player and as an adult, a student, a teenager, any phase of life really. By adopting a growth mindset, we understand that our abilities and intelligence can be developed over time. This mindset motivates us to accept failure as a part of the learning process and encourages us to tackle obstacles with resilience and tenacity, key aspects of grit. Conversely, a fixed mindset, where we believe our capabilities are static, locked in, that limits our progress and reduces our motivation to persevere in the face of difficulty. A true understanding of growth mindset transcends gaming and applies to our daily lives, be it in academics, professional settings, or personal relationships. A growth mindset can empower us to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, see effort as a path to mastery, and learn from criticism, fostering an environment for us where continuous learning and personal development are constantly happening. Elden Ring's transformative power lies in its ability to teach us valuable life lessons like the growth mindset. It shows us that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone towards growth. It teaches us that success often comes after multiple attempts and learning from our mistakes, and above all, never giving up. Grit is such an essential quality for achieving this success. Playing Elden Ring is a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and the unyielding quest to sit on the Elden throne. As long as we have the grit, consistency, perseverance, and determination to get ourselves there. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of grit and Elden Ring's transformative power to help us grow. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on Elden Ring and other challenges in the gamer's journey. Remember, the challenge of unlocking grit begins within ourselves. And as always, continue the journey.